Because guess what? You got to call the cops because it's live and it's going to be.
And that would really mess up my birthday party on Saturday. So we can't do that.
No,
I could get out by then. It's Wednesday.
No, that's true. That's true.
You talking about you getting out? No, okay, because you see the way I picture it. No, it would be her getting out. Okay?
Neither the one.
Then I'm
good.
Yeah.
You're in a box.
Be the one, man. You be the one. All right?
I'm
You're
good.
Box,
then all I'm gonna do is this right here. All I'm gonna do is just put a restraining order, and then that way we can have more fun at the house. We can smoke in the house. That's what it is.
True. That's true.
See, that's what's going on. Hey guys. Hi, I'm Bishop Omega. This is Intelligently Ratchet. This is my and Justin's podcast that Quasi helped create. These are my homies, C. Perry and my man D Nasty. And also we have a special guest, a GOAT, if you may will.
Very much.
A legend. Like, it was a point in time that you could not do hip hop and be taken seriously unless you came through the Street Flavor Mix show before it turned to a label. You know what I'm saying? Like Common Sense. We had interviews with Little Brother, Knife One. Remember this classic stuff at Street Flavor Mix show that you don't know. When Knife One used to come up there and do a $1 beat raffle.
Yes.
You would come up, you would put your name on $1, and Knife would pull your name out of the hat, and you get a Knife on the beat.
Yep.
And who was the cat that won 2 weeks in a row? Like the cabbie dude.
Cab driver. Yeah. I can't remember.
Yeah. He came up and straight rock. Also, you're right, Candy. It's D Nasty's birthday. You know what I'm saying? He's turning 79. Look at him, looks good for his age.
I do. I don't look a day over 54.
Don't look a day over 54. Like, you actually look like what 47-year-old cats look like in the 80s. That's how.
I'll take that. Thank you, Candy. I appreciate it.
That Botox and Jack Daniels must be doing wonders.
That's good stuff.
Yeah.
It's all that, when I say right here, if you do the right amount of cocaine, it'll pickle you. You know what I'm saying? Now look at him, he's young forever. But enough about D Nasty, man. We gonna talk because D Nasty, what you don't understand, like me, D Nasty, and Samps are like, you know what I mean? D Nasty used to do the show before us, and he used to hang around, and D Nasty became a part of Street Flavor Mix Show and everything else. And
that was how I learned. I really learned a whole lot about hip hop and what hip hop's all about through the Street Flavor Mix Show. From hanging out with you guys after my show, I really learned a lot during that couple of years. That was just awesome. Amen. I still remember that time up there in the studio when Bishop was spitting when we got that they posted the video on YouTube. I wish we could find it because that was awesome.
Oh,
there's a whole bunch of people up there.
Oh,
I remember
Bishop. I don't mean to cut in here, bro. Okay. Finish introducing the guest.
I'm sorry.
DJ Perry's just mad because he got left out. That's all.
DeeJay Samps. DeeJay Samps, how you feeling? Y'all give it up, y'all. I want to see likes and hearts and all that stuff for DeeJay Samps. Blow this shit up for DeeJay Samps. What's going on, Samps?
Nothing, man. I got to see OC in here.
Yeah, I'm saying, you gonna bring celebrities out. You know what I'm saying? The only reason why we got you on here is for the numbers that you gonna go.
Don't look at the numbers; they looking bad now. They ain't had nothing to do.
But Samps, outside of everybody knows you for being one of the most crucial ears in hip hop in North Carolina. And we can go on and we could go on personal stories about how Samps goes through your catalog and only like 3 songs. But you know what I'm saying? So now you move, it's like, because I'm out of touch. Is Street Flavor Mix Show still a thing now, or have you transitioned from that part after so many years? Or are you gonna bring it back, or is it just strictly label now?
Yeah, it's still there. Basically, the pandemic hit.
Right.
And I shut the station down. It didn't open back up until like January, February of this year.
Okay.
So we were gone for almost 2 years.
Okay.
So I just personally haven't been back. We've been having a lot of stuff going on, and then I just had to move abruptly, so I had to find a place in this housing market.
Right.
So I had to downsize, but still had the same amount of stuff. So
right,
so everything is like all over the place. So probably the fall, I'll probably bring it back.
Okay.
Friday nights, hopefully. Miz is there. Miz is still. He went back.
Okay. Cool.
So pick up the Miz. He's been my partner in crime for about 15, 20 years too.
Yeah.
He does a show at 12 o'clock on Friday. It was Saturday
Best
morning.
5 hours of hip hop you can find.
Soul Control show.
So DJ Miz Soul Control show.
Yeah, shoot for the streets.
Shoot for the streets.
Yeah, so it's still going to be there. I'm going to revamp it a little bit.
Okay.
You can see the turntables back here.
Oh, you bringing the turntables back out?
Yeah, I'll do this. Hold on a second.
Yeah, right there.
I'm looking at it going the opposite way, but I'm gonna try to before like during the summer once I get everything. Like I said, we just got finished moving like this week.
Okay.
That was a hectic time period, but
you know you could have called me. I would have helped move, man.
Man, I don't ask nobody to move. First of all, I didn't move all the heavy stuff. I paid for the heavy stuff. Done deal. All the stuff that we moved was like small stuff.
Right.
That's the way you
and all this stuff.
That's the way you supposed to do it. Look, when you get to a certain age, yo, forget asking your boys to help move anything, and forget asking yourself to move your own stuff. Man, hire somebody and do that.
Hey, bitch,
I just helped my parents move up in Michigan. We all got in the car and drove up to Traverse City, hung out up there for 2 weeks, and came back to the new house.
Boom! That's how you're supposed to do it.
You could were you at the 1-bedroom apartment that was on the 3rd floor?
Yeah.
That's the one that did it.
Wow.
We had to move up 3 floors.
Right.
So when we moved out of it, I was like, that was it.
That was it. That was over there on Autobahn.
Right. Autobahn.
Right.
That'll do it. That will do it.
3 floors. But but like during the summertime, once I get everything set up, I'm gonna get on like probably not Facebook because they block everything, but TikTok seems to like let everything go. So I'm gonna do like some little mixes, different things, and start kind of building back up again. And then I get back to the.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yeah.
Mixcloud, man. Look at Mixcloud.
Oh yeah, Mixcloud.
Look at Mixcloud on Twitch, and just blow it up for the summer. In lieu of the XDU return. You know what I mean?
I got a couple brothers up there. Glib Styles down in Alabama, man. He always plays all our stuff. So he's on Mixcloud big. DJ Chris G up in Rochester, who's a big supporter too of our music. He's on there too. So there's a couple of different people. But yeah, definitely that's gonna be one. I'm getting there's some blowing up here. I like that.
Yeah, you looking nice out here, B. You know what I'm saying? And and everybody that's watching right now, if y'all could please share this on your timeline so that way all your people that don't know Samps is on will know he's on. So we could go ahead and keep this joint going. We're gonna do numbers with Samps tonight. So Samps, during the pandemic, you said, hey, I can't DJ, I can't talk the shit on the radio. I'm gonna start my own record label, and I'm gonna go get the roughest, toughest sons of bitches that I can find. You know what I'm saying? So, tell us the lineup and the people that are within the conglomerate of the Street Flavor Records. You know what I'm saying? Street Flavor Entertainment. Like, you know what I mean? So
I only mess with the best now.
Right.
Third day. I don't mess with I don't mess with no trash.
Right. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about history too. We gotta talk about the history and stuff too.
But I was thinking about it one day. Look, these are the producers I've messed with. Knife Wonder, Crisis, K Slack, Nicolay. That was third day. Then when I formed this, I got Sharp Cuts, E.A. Portier, Steve Skyline, and Emmy and Grammy nominated Drugs Beats. That's where my ear is. Yeah. So when people be sending me stuff, I don't care how dope you're on the mic. If you ain't got your beats right, and I'm hearing all this all the time, I'm like, sorry.
That's a look. That's a look I know very well.
Yeah,
exactly.
I've seen that look a lot of times.
But basically, with the second iteration of Street Flavor Entertainment, I don't know. Let's see. How did we start? I think drugs like. This is in 2019, so like even earlier in that year, I think it was one of the beat battles they was at. He was like, "Yo, man, I don't have a manager. You know, you want your manage me?" I was like, "Huh?"
Right.
Like, oh, okay. So I said, "I'll tell you what. Let me get some things together, and then we can talk about it." So basically, what I wanted to do is bring some MCs together and some producers that I've already played on the station,
right?
That I already knew. That I didn't have to like start from. You don't know how to make beats, or you don't know how to rap, and I got to kind of go all the way through that.
Right.
So I just basically said, "Hey, y'all do your thing. We're just gonna come in as a collective." So then I got some people to help me, like on the administrative side. So I got Ms. Husani. I know you know Husani.
Yeah.
Then I have we call him Ice, but that's Venus's brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got Ice. So that helped. They helped me on the administrative side with different things, and then as far as like producers and rappers, so EA Portier and Shark rap and produce.
Right.
And then Drugs and Skyline just just produce.
Right.
And then, of course, last but definitely not least, Precise Politics is the monster on the mic, the neck breaker,
right?
With the microphone. So that's the team. And I mean, we got a lot of affiliates, people that I'm cool with that, actually getting ready to try to start to put together like a compilation. We're gonna do one just with the team, but then also we're gonna do another one where we're gonna have different people from the area with our production and then rapping on it. So we're gonna put all that together. So we're gonna start picking out some people. I'm calling favors because all the people that I've been playing all this time, it didn't take.
Oh yeah. You will call. Listen. You got to call.
Like, yo, I need a verse. Yeah, it's like 200. I said, wait a minute, I played your song like 17 times. Ain't asked for no. Nah, I need a verse.
Hey, yo, Samps,
if they balk on me, I'm gonna put them out on blast.
hey, Samps, you already know I'm the ugly arm of Street Flavor. You know what I'm saying? I've always been there. I'm the drug dealing cousin.
That's what I was saying.
I swear to God. I swear to God.
Oh, you ain't gonna give verse.
If you tell me someone asked you to pay them for a verse, I'm full on smacking them in the face. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's violence. It's violence coming down the pipe. Because as many times as y'all, it's like this. Sam's like one of the things as me being an MC, like I've known Sam since I was 17 years old. Like, so we are well over 20 years.
It's not like briefly.
Right. And it's like he gave us confidence to be rappers. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? It's like y'all don't understand like how much confidence of you saying, here's my tape, and him playing it, right? And then him saying, okay, because here was the reward back then. It was like, okay, we'll play your song, because you only could get like one song. And you know what I'm saying? You wasn't in your home studio then. You had to pay $75 per hour for studio time. So first of all, you came through with the product. If he liked the shit, then he will allow you to freestyle. You know what I'm saying? And then if you could freestyle, you could come back.
Right.
And it was like, you know what I'm saying? It was like this. And at some point, Street Flavor Mix Show, like at the old building, you had to walk upstairs. And there was a small hallway with a couple of production rooms. You would have about 4 or 5 ciphers of cats that couldn't get on air just there because it was hip hop. Just to be like, yo, is Sam's gonna play your shit this week? And we used to come up there to hear other cats' interviews. You know what I'm saying? That's how I got my listening to Sam's do interviews. That's how I became able to come up and do interviews and stuff like that for his style and stuff like that. But yo, you mean like I like to always give them flowers randomly, right, on Facebook. But you mean a lot to hip hop, and you also hold cats accountable because Sam's will fast forward through your whole CD on live radio.
Trash.
Let's go ahead and give the example.
What was it, Rob Lane?
I don't remember his name. I ain't gonna say his name because I didn't really remember him. But we had all these. I'm playing bangers back to back, and some dude came up there like he up in the back like I was like, who this dude? He's like, oh yeah, he's a rapper. He want to play his music. I was like, Okay. So if he sitting in the back don't want to like conversate, I'm playing my song. And finally he's like, I got a CD. I was like, okay. And he slid it to me on the tape like,
ooh, look at that.
I was like, I looked at it.
Cool for school.
So first thing I picked it up and it was just written on like magic marker.
Right.
And so I was like, okay, whatever. So I put it in. I was like, so I said, which ones is good? All of them. I was like, oh, okay. So then I slid it in, and I think before I said, who's your favorite rappers? He's like, and I said, who influenced you? Nas, Jay-Z, Tupac, Eminem, all the regular ones. I said, okay. So I put it in, and all I heard on it was. So I was like, 1, this is on the air. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up to like 12, whatever. I don't think I got finished. And finally, after about like 9 or 10, I just slid it back to him and kept playing my songs. He sat there for a few minutes and he just slid out. Left the CD and everything. I was like, I don't want that.
This shit was hilarious.
Never came back. But
brutal.
If he was like dope, I was gonna give him some business because he was like all of them dope.
My man's. I'm gonna tell you this right here. I was in the studio and as Samps skipped through each one, you could physically see the pain that was causing. He was like, yeah, all of them. Skip through one. All right, that's all right. By the time I got to 5, homeboy was like, he had shrunk. He had shrunk 2 inches.
Right.
Got more gray. Like his colors on his shirt wasn't as vibrant. He just
yeah. He just like.
He slowly walked out and never came back, man. But we had some. It was.
I see Miz is here. That's cool. Hey Miz, how you doing?
What up, Miz?
The album was trash.
Miz was there too. Miz, that album was trash. Miz was there too.
What's up, Sharp?
Man. Yep, Sharp is in the building.
Alan got a beat from E.A. Portier, Ransha. Yeah, Ransha, he's from France. He plays a lot of that stuff. He's on Mixcloud.
Okay.
Got Schemes.
Yep.
I got Crystal in here. Woo, the wifey.
You got some friends, man. You got some friends. Burv I just seen Burv pop in. What's up, Burv? You know what I'm saying? Burv just popped in.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Burv out there was Mike Burv was out there the classic night that Leroy played the Reading Rainbow beat, which is probably one of my favorite beats of all time, besides the one beat that Samps did.
Urel.
Urel did it. Yeah, Urel. I thought it was Leroy. And then Samps did
Urel backwards. I mean, Leroy backwards. Urel.
The Leroy backwards, right.
Yeah.
Hold up. Wait. Reading Rainbow beat. I mean, elaborate, please.
See, they flipped the sample. Urel flipped the sample on a Reading Rainbow beat, right? Ninth was up there playing beats. This before Ninth Wonder, before we discovered who Ninth Wonder was, right? So Urel was playing the beats. I think that wasn't the El Famonto story. El Famonto was just
gotta get to that.
El Famonto. But
the biggest fraud. The biggest fraud. Oh my gosh. Hold up. Before let's get it. Since I don't want him to be, he's here. We're gonna get back. Right. Keep the son of Urel. El Famonto. Okay. We were doing the Duel of the Iron Mics, which was
yeah.
Now it's not like the ones now where you know who you're gonna battle 2 months in advance and you go through their Facebook and find out all the information and you write your raps. This was on a beat. And we gave them topics to rap on. You had to diss the guy with the topics. And if they didn't stay on topic, Bishop would be like, stay on topic, gong them. They got to get out of here. Right. But what we used to do was we had the ones that was really good, like Kazi, Jay Gunn, I can't bring all of them, Bishop, a whole bunch of people that could just freestyle. But what we was doing is there was so many people trying to come up. There was like, well, you got to come up to the station first, rap for us, and then see if you're any good.
Right.
There was a bunch of people coming up there, and Alpha Monto came up there with a bomber jacket. I think it was white, wasn't it? I think it was white. Then he had like the ski mask, goggles on with the like yellow hat turned to the side. We was like, woo! Alpha Monto gonna be the one. He went up, he spit something. And ninth, I think everybody was like, woo! That's the one. That's gonna be the upset. That's gonna be. We like, okay, here we go. About a week or two later, he got up there and got roasted on the first one.
Roast, damn.
Oh my God.
And it wasn't even like the top guy. Like we had put him because we used to say, okay, we don't want Gunn and Kazi to be in the first round. So we knew
you seeded your tournament.
Right. So we put them at the opposites, and then we kind of filled in the rest of them. Like, okay, we don't know who these guys are. We just put them in there. So Alpha Monto was against somebody, I don't remember the name, but it wasn't, was it Covalent?
No, it wasn't Covalent. Did Alpha Monto? No, I don't think it was Covalent.
But it was somebody that was, all right,
Right.
It was a 16 seed.
Got destroyed. We was like, we talked about
and then subsequently, after that, it was like the one freestyle he did was probably one he had already tucked. Right. And wrote and mastered. It was like this.
Exactly. The stuff that he practiced, he was good at. Yeah.
We thought he was going to be the second coming. When I say he came in with the fresh Timbs on, with the bubble goose, with the ski mask, oh man, we was like, oh, this motherfucker. He dressed up. He was like the dude that came to pickup games on all Jordan outfit. The whole Jordan.
Hold on. Wait. So he had the look. He had the look and the sound for the interview.
Right.
Yeah. He had the look and the sound for the interview. Yeah.
Because everything. His voice was crazy too. His speaking voice was crazy. Right. He was like, "Yeah, my name is Alpha Monto." I said, "Ooh," we was in this mother. Yo, we was shook. We was like, "Oh, this motherfucker's about to be the best now."
But see, with the thing with that dual iron mics, you can't use your written raps. You can use a little bit, but you had to kind of come in because if we would say, okay, the topic is what we like, foreign cars. Yeah, so you can't be talking about, I got my gun, I'm gonna shoot you something. We can like foreign cars. You got the I got a Ford.
The topic is fried chicken.
Get food out of here. So once he had to like go off the top of the dome, he ain't have it. He was stumbling, bumbling, and rumbling, and he got kicked right out the show.
Oh man! Shout out to Alpha Monto, man.
Shout out to Bird for bringing that up. I know Bird laughing right now.
best dressed rapper ever, boy. I'm telling you, he for that time period, for the 2004 2005 time period, that he was in it.
Yeah. But go back to the Reading Rainbow.
Oh yeah, the Reading Rainbow beat. So he flipped the Reading Rainbow beat, right? Mm-hmm. So Knife played his beats or whatever, and like I said, we wasn't checking for Knife, right? And then the Reading Rainbow beat came on and shut that shit down like forever. One of the joints that has stuck in my mind. It's certain memories.
I'm gonna take something on my hard drive somewhere.
If you can find it, please, like blast that. But it's certain memories at the radio station that will forever be in that place, especially the building, man. The building was hip hop itself. It wasn't scrubbed. It was dirty. It was dirty. It had writing all over the wall. Because it was like punk. It's like if rap and punk bands had a baby, that's what the crib would look like. You don't eat shit off. If you drop something on the floor, leave it there. Don't even pick it up, throw it away. It was there, man. So you know what I'm saying? But when I want to, again, like a lot of people don't give Sam credit, and that's the reason why I have him on the show. And I don't know why I took Sam's. This is why I was talking shit to him, because I've been doing this show for 5 years. Sam's never once came up, say, Bishop, put me on street. We could have came to the radio station, Sam's. Me and Kazi. We could have come to you. We would have had you on year one like 7 times if you would have asked us. You know that. So, but shout out to Sam's for being here now. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh, but the way you called him out. Okay. Listen. I'm sorry. I was there. Okay. The way you called him out. It was just, but it was still, it was the way you called him out, right?
That was vicious.
Sam, I understand that. Okay, but Sam, you legendary. You have longevity. Okay, this should have been a conversation, but no, he had to go out here and put it on public, if you will, to guarantee that you were going to respond back.
I needed him to. Right. I needed him to.
But I feel because of the length of your relationship with DeeJay Samps, you should not have put him out there like that in public to shame him to come on your show. That's
no. First of all, since I've known Samps for this long, asking Samps to come on the show, probably he would say, "All right, Bishop, I see what I'm gonna do." And you know what he did? He would have did something else because Samps don't like Bishop Omega. Like this, let's talk about that for
real. No, man, I ain't had no problem because me and Bishop, man, we've been through stuff that we ain't gonna talk about on air.
No, can't even talk about on
statutes of limitation.
No,
there was some stuff that happened at that station that we don't talk about.
Stuff, we'd be like, ooh. Anyway, look, we're gonna leave that back there.
Leave that all the way alone. It's like that situation. That situation. Me and Samps, like somebody bring up a subject on some shit, and me and Samps like, oh yeah, we'll look at each other like this. Remember, and then we cut that shit.
No, we've been through so much. Nah, that was nothing. That was all play, man. I ain't had no problem with that. It just spurred me. I
give him enough flowers. I give him enough flowers in long Facebook posts. Like Samps is the only cat that get like 3 paragraphs Facebook posts for me. You know what I'm saying? About my love and affection for him. You know what I'm saying? So if I love you, then I can play with you rough. That's kind of how we are with him. So. You know what I'm saying? So
I got Jay Gunn, Joshua Gunn in the house.
Yes. So can we let's bring people back. I want to tell another story or whatever. I want you to see where your mind frame was on this. Like my brother, you know what I mean? You know my brother. He was in the air. He's in the Air Force, and it was like around the time when he second year in the Air Force or whatever. He went to Hawaii for something, right? And the dude got talking to a cat and was like, "Yo, where you from?" He said, "I'm from North Carolina, from Durham, North Carolina." And he was like, "Oh shit, do you know Third Day?" And Rashim is cool with Josh. They went to school, they same grade. He was like, "Yeah." It's like, "Yeah, they know. Yeah, my brothers. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? To help at the time I was helping out with Third Day, like helping manage or whatever with Samps and shit. I was like Samps lackey, like cut the CD cases out. That's what I did. You know what I mean? Go run to the store, get his drinks. I was a do boy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it was like, you know what I'm saying? And like Third Day was so far reaching that it had gotten so far outside of North Carolina, like where we always had that problem. Like cats didn't know Killer, Slack, and Gun in the immediate vicinity, but we got people all over the world like, oh shit, these guys are my guys, right? So Samps, when I want to hear the story, like how did they come to you? How did that go on? And then how did you get them to trust you that way? You know what I'm saying? To say, hey yo, all that shit y'all thought y'all was doing is whack. This is what we're doing now.
Definitely had some of that. It basically through the radio station. So I don't know if the Dual Iron Meisters what started it, or they were just calling in on the air. But I know that they were definitely calling over the air freestyling. And I know Gunn, as if anybody knows, one of the best ballers ever. And I'm talking like off the top of the dome, like give me a topic and I can rap for 5 minutes and make it coherent. So I can't remember which one it was, but it was either them calling in on the radio station or during the Dual Iron Mike's part. But they basically started coming up to the radio station. And I guess, Third Day used to be like 12, 13 people, back in high school. And they finally got it down to those last 3. And they were coming up to the station. I was playing some of their songs. And one day while I was at the radio station playing music, and they was in the production room. And out of the blue, they came up and said, "Yo, Samps, we want you to manage you. Want you to manage us." I was like, okay. They turned around and went back and continued to do whatever they were doing. So that's kind of how it started. It wasn't really, I think it was just me playing their songs, hearing them, giving them feedback. I think Gunna had some management, label things that didn't really work out the way he wanted to, or whatever the case may be. So I think they just kind of trusted me. They probably saw how people gravitated to the radio station, how I interacted with people, things like that. So that was pretty much it. It wasn't really no paperwork or anything like that. I just really was more of a friendship. I liked their music. I was already liking their music. So then I don't think I really introduced, or Crisis was in the group also. I don't know if he was there that night, but Crisis was in the group at the beginning. That's why he has like 4 songs off of that project. But they got the Nicolay track on their own. I got a couple. They had some songs with Night, but I got a couple more, I think, later on to finish out the project. But that was pretty much it, man. They just trusted me, just at the station, that radio, the WXDU did a lot, and that was a byproduct of me getting with them and them trusting me, and that's how I started.
That's what's up, because y'all was some fucking monsters. If you ever went to a Third Day show, like listen, the stuff that they used to do in a Third Day show, man. I want you to speak on that. Like some of the gimmicks and shit the cats don't do right now. Like it wasn't just, how much time they got. They got 10 minutes. Okay, these are the gimmicks we gonna do within these 10 minutes. Y'all got 20 minutes. They give you a different show, right? So speak to some of those gimmicks and stuff that I finally remember, you know what I'm saying, that y'all used to, that you could remember that you like.
Yeah. So I know the one you're thinking about. I'm gonna leave that one for last. But one thing they used to do is, I remember at least, I know they do it several times, but I know like on the album release party, they probably was Slack found the sample to So Much More by Fat Joe. So it was like a rock song. It was like a real fast, like. So when that started, they weren't even on stage. The song was just like the original sample, the rock sample was just playing. And people were like, what's going on? What is this? So but the way Slacker did it, it was going real fast and it started slowing down. And then they started coming to the stage, and then finally it flipped into the Fat Joe song, the instrumental. And then they started rapping as they were coming on the stage, and people was like, "Oh, okay, that's what's going on." Like, so that's just something that people just don't do. They like to give some anticipation of them getting on the stage, So that was one thing. That was a big thing they used to do on pretty much all their shows. But the one big thing they used to do, because it was a song with Nicolay, they used to do the game show.
So yes.
What was it? Was it Price is Right?
It was. No. I think it was The Price is Right.
Yeah. So what they did, they would do this show. They had their setup, and then about midway through the show, they would stop the show. And what we would do is we would find a female ahead of time and say, "Hey, we want to call you up on stage, and you're going to be a part of the show." So what they would do is, it was for I can't even think of the song now. What was the Nicolay song?
If I
I know you in here.
I know Gun. What was the song?
The hook was "It's That Shit."
Yeah, it's that shit. Yeah.
I'm getting old. Anyway, so what we would say is they would come up, fantastic. Dang, I should know that. Thanks, Gun. So
thanks, Joshua.
Joshua, the world traveler. So what they would do is they would bring her up on stage, and it was the game show. So it would just start playing the Price is Right song, and everybody like, what is going on? Why are they playing the Price is Right in the middle of their show? And then we would bring the girl up, and we would say, this is the hook. We want you to do the hook. So they would say the hook several times and let her say, all she had to do was just say, "It's that shit." And so they would do the whole hook, and then they would turn the microphone and she would say, "It's that shit." So then when they go into the song, so then when they started doing the show, people already knew what was coming on with the hook. So when it got to that hook, the whole crowd was saying that same thing. And so that was just, I had really the only person I've seen locally around here that did anything similar to that was Lil Brother, because they had a great show also. Pretty much, I mean, there's some other people that did some things, but that was a standout, for them.
Yo, Sam, question, bro. All right, you've been on XDU since, give me that year when you started.
Probably 94, 95, somewhere around there.
Which is what I thought. Yeah. What's the, and I definitely gotta ask this, okay? Because you've been there through so many iterations of hip hop in this area, okay? I mean, even you mentioned in '94, okay? I mean, when you talk about Duel of the Iron Mike, I think about, think about the precursor to Duel of the Iron Mike. You remember Verbal Combat in Chapel Hill, okay? You've been there through so many iterations of hip hop in the Triangle, okay? There was always what was going on in Durham. There was what was going on in Raleigh. There was there was what was going on in Chapel Hill. I will save my Sankofa stories for another time. But anyway, what is the secret to the longevity
of the area or me?
You, bro. 94, man. Come on. What's the secret?
Well, that little bit of cocaine I told you. The just amount of cocaine. Yeah? Sorry, sis.
I don't know for sure. I feel like, so I was DJing before then. Like I was kind of doing like little clubs and stuff. And I was in a record pool, and I used to get all these records, which you can't see because they're stacked all over the place right now. I still got them. I refuse. But I didn't move them, though. I told them to move 39 crates of records that I got in the house. But once I was DJing at the little clubs, and I was getting like all these remixes, all these underground hits that like New Yorkers would like love to play. And at the clubs, all they wanted to hear was Bad Boy and Death Row, and like all the hits that was on commercial radio. So I would bring in like 7, 8, 9 crates, and I'm like, I'm gonna rock, and I'm rocking out with me and T. I know you remember T. But they just wanted to play. They just wanted to hear them same, just like it is now, the same 5, 6 songs on the radio. And I was like, man, I don't know if I like this, because I like hip hop. I was a DJ on top of that, but I liked hip hop first. So once I got to the radio station, the college radio, they didn't want you to play. They didn't want you to play any commercial music at all, rock music or anything. All of it, they wanted to be independent. The more obscure, the better for them. And so at some point, as I started doing that, I felt like I didn't want to make a quote unquote career out of being a DJ, because I knew that I was going to have to play stuff that I didn't like. 2, I couldn't play the stuff that I thought was dope, that I knew was dope, but people just didn't know about it. And they were like, well, who's that? Because we got a lot of people that just only gravitate towards what they hear all the time on the radio. So I think one of the things, or the main thing, is that I didn't have to change what I liked. My integrity of my music in the ear has never changed from 90, whenever I started listening to hip hop from the beginning all the way to now. I don't have to like somebody just because everybody else is liking it. I can critique anything that comes out, and it doesn't have to sound like the 90s, but it's got to give me that feeling of the 90s, because that's when people were being authentic. They actually had to have skills. They have to be innovative when they're sampling and cutting records and flipping samples and things like that. I didn't have to go to 97.5 and like, okay, I got to play what they want, or I didn't have to do any of that. I work for a living, and I was like, okay, that's going to be where I make my money. But when I come to my music, I'm not going to change. you know, and I don't listen to just the 90s because that's what I grew up on. I listen to the stuff that's coming out now, but it's more like Conway, Benny, you know, those type of people. I still, you know, J. Cole, but I still don't listen to. I don't go back and listen to. I mean, I do sometimes, but I don't like just. You know how you got the people that are like, I'm only going to listen to Nas, and I'm not even going to listen to new Nas. It's only 94, you know, 95.
Right.
I'm not like that, even though I listened to Illmatic the other day, you know, but I also turned around and started listening to Magic, you know, but if you look at my Spotify list of the people, it's nothing commercial, you know, so I gravitated away from commercial. Nothing wrong with it. If you like to dance and party, you know, there's a lane for that. I don't really like that. I like stuff that make your face scrunch up, and this is what I want to hear all the time. You know, that's me.
The lemon face.
Right.
The lemon poop face.
You know, I'm like, okay, that's cool. That's cool. Tim, Drop the More is in the house.
Yeah. The guy with the glasses.
What's good, Tim?
What's up, Tim? Guy with the glasses.
I didn't have to like change what my taste was, and I was able to, as a DJ, learn that, you know, there's people in New York, there's people in Detroit, there's people in Philly, LA, all these different places that were doing like independent underground music. I started gravitating towards that, and because I was at the radio station and that's what they wanted anyway, it just fit right in with what I like to do. And then this area, because it had a lot of college people, a lot of people were still doing that too. So that's why I was able to continue to do it on, and I'm still doing it. So, but you give up some of the money. Obviously, you don't make as much money, you know.
Right.
But I ain't gonna say I would never do it, but it would have to be like a lot of money, and I would be in the background. I'd be like, yo, Precise, you and Drugs, y'all do all the commercial stuff. I'm just gonna. Nah, we probably wouldn't even do it then. So,
but I want to say, speaking on your longevity too, you know what I mean, because I stole from you, right? I remember the thing is, it's like, no, for real, no, because you know what I'm saying, I pretty had like this hosting shit. I should have been gone from hosting. Like, to be honest with you, like, let's all be serious. I should not be hosting anymore. But the fact is, it was your realness. It's the fact that when you come to Samps, he's going to give you 100%. If Samps likes you, he's going to give you 100%. Real, you know, he could love you to death. And then if he doesn't like you, he's going to give you that same critique because you're coming to him for that shit, right? And I realized that just keeping it 100 rappers, understanding that, you know what I'm saying, all rappers were all children, and we have, you know what I'm saying, we have high ego and low self-esteem, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like this. And when you don't coddle that high ego and you hit that low self-esteem, you're like, no, you're trash. Now we're moving on. And it's like this. What? Hold on. No, there's no explanation. You know what I'm saying? Because then it's like this. Because Sam's understand, it's like this. Sam's will call you trash directly to your face, and it's just you and him in the studio. He don't do that shit. He don't have to do that shit when everybody's around, when he's protected. No, Sam's like, nah, no, I don't like that. I don't like this shit.
I don't say trash. I'll just be like, look, I don't know about this. But I would tell them why I felt like it wasn't good.
Right.
I wouldn't say, man, you garbage and get out, and then don't give you any feedback. Like most of the time, because you gotta remember, I was around Gun, I was around Kazi, I was around Fonte, I was around, Pooh. You talk about the biggest ones in this area. You can't just come off the street and be like, yeah, I'm gonna rap and he gonna like it. I'm like, do you know who I'm listening to right now? And then on top, that was just in this area. Then at that time, you can just name all the lyrical rappers that have been out. That's what I was playing on my show. So you can't come up there, one, with your beats hissy, and you can't hear the beat, and what we call tinky beats. That's
tinky beats. No, what we call them earphone, Walkman beats.
Like what is that? I got these big speakers in the studio, and you can't even hear anything. And then lyrically, you're not gonna come up to my station and do some songs, and I'm anti-auto-tune, so that's off the rip. never gonna change. Call me what you want to. I'm not playing the auto. If Royce the 5'9", who is my favorite rapper, if Royce the 5'9" started auto-tuning, I won't play it. I won't listen to him. I don't like it. One of the reasons why I like hip hop is the authenticity of your voice. KRS-One, like you hear his voice and you're like, oh, that's KRS-One. If it's all auto-tune, like, how do we know?
Right.
I don't get that. I mean, I understand this is a younger generation, but me, I want to have that voice connect to you. And I can't do that with auto-tune. It's all sound the same. So that's one thing. But yeah, I mean, you can't just come up and just have some offbeat, your punchlines is whack. And I'm like, bro, I'm listening. I got quality in my ear. You can't just come up with these D- raps. I'm just not going. And I'll tell them that. You got. I'm like, look, listen to what I'm playing. Like, if you don't understand, sit here and listen to the next 3 songs. And if you don't,
that's one thing. Not to cut you off, saying that's one thing I learned. When I had to do an interview, he's like, listen to what I just played. Now I'm going to play yours. Does that match up? It doesn't. If it doesn't even match up sonically, you know what I mean? Like, I can't. And he would tell cats, I can't play this because even if it is good, people are going to tune out because it doesn't sound like what's on the radio right now.
Bishop. Now look, there lies a question that I have though. Okay, so you listen, you give the proper criticism. That critique. All right, the serious and the real cats. The serious and the real dedicated MCs will take that criticism, all right, and apply that criticism to do better, especially with somebody, okay, especially when they're getting a criticism, from somebody that has that ear, like you, Sam, okay?
I have people that come back and they're like, okay, and then they came back a couple weeks later, and I was like,
exactly. But can you tell me a time when that criticism wasn't accepted as well?
Well, they wouldn't do it in front of me. They just wouldn't come back. So, like, there's plenty of people that came up there. And here's another thing. There's plenty, like, since I ain't on the radio right now, you're supposed to only have 2 people up there.
Mm-hmm.
If they left Brian, that was a dead giveaway. They were coming back.
At the Headache, we might have had 15, 20 people up there. But you in here, I've seen people come in with because everybody knew that I would give you a chance. And then, like, if I was playing like Third Day and Kazi and all these people that was out, and they would have their CD, and they would see people like, then they were like, I said, you got a CD? And they were like, they're like, yeah, I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready for that.
It was intimidating.
Yeah, because you got people that could rap. Like, they couldn't they might not even be able to make a song, but if I put an instrumental on, I got some video I found of downstairs where y'all were rapping, you and Bip and all them. You remember those?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I got some of them. I'm gonna put those up one day.
Whoa! Are you talking about the non-bearded Bishop for? Oh yes, yeah. Yo, you don't know how much every time I look back at the old Bishop, non-bearded Bishop. Oh man, I love it. It's hilarious. Okay, so please post them. Post them.
But yeah, there's a lot of people that just kind of walked out. Because they can see, you can put an instrumental on, everybody want to rap, and then they get like 3 or 4 monsters on the microphone, and then like, you next, they be like, nah, you go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Because it would be like a roll. It's been times I've been up there and I'm like, nah, I'm good. Like, nah, I'm not going behind Two-Face, Fonte, and Kazi. It was one of those situations where it was like everybody that you could think of that could rap. So it was like you had Studio A, and then if you needed work, you would go in the back joint, the Studio B joint, and if you really needed work, you would be downstairs.
You gotta work your way up the steps.
You gotta work your way up the steps. And Samps used to sick me on a lot of cats too. if anybody, because we had the ability to, so Samps would do his playlist or whatever. He like, I'll set up my playlist, and then the cat like, yo, I can rap, and he'd be like, all right, and yo, Bishop, he will find me, or whatever, and then or I'd be in the studio, anybody get him, because who else I battled that one time, Mike, and Mike kept coming back up there to try to beat me, yo.
Michael, the little short dude?
Yeah, short dude, yo. Yeah. When I say I miss Mike, man, I miss him, but yo, that
Charlotte.
dude was. He was tenacious.
Yeah. He was like 4'11". Right. And like 90 pounds. Well, he could rap, but he was just freestyle, just back and forth for
back and forth. That was, that was a great.
Oh, I want to get some shout outs. The DJ. Shout out to him. Tim said he said Samps will tell you that you need some work. Bishop will tell you to go play out in traffic blindfolded.
I can see that. I can see that.
What's up, Sharp with you? Here? Yeah, Sharp is in the building, man. We got a bunch of people, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So it's a lot of people checking in for you, Samps. So what's you know what I mean, before we move into some more topics, because I'm gonna give us another half an hour so we can talk about the topics we're supposed to talk about.
Oh yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? But Sam, so what's one thing? What's up, Just too? I don't want to ignore you. That's King Just in the building. You know what I'm saying? Hey, looking rather dapper. You know what I'm saying? You outside of my crib or you?
Watch out.
What's happening, y'all? At the new spot. Internet is crazy. I just had to stop in real quick. My kids graduated from middle school and elementary school.
Congrats.
Thank you. Just want to say what's up, y'all. Samps, what's up? Thanks for coming in. P, what's happening? Thank you for doing what you do. My man Dan, appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for being a Ratcheteer, OG Ratcheteer. And I'm just checking in real quick.
That's good.
Bishop,
he said, yo, Brev said congratulations too, Just.
Appreciate it.
Shout out to Justin and his boys knowing how to read, yo. We need
know how to read this shit.
Knowing how to read and write and arithmetic.
Exactly. All that. All the R's.
All the R's.
3 R's.
My kids ain't none of my kids graduated shit yet. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Go the way.
Yeah.
Got time, bro. Got time. Okay?
Yeah. But so all right, so Samps, between us, Dark Government, World War III, or World War IV, and many up, Third Day, Little Brother, who was the most annoying group?
No, it wouldn't be none of them. None of y'all, no. I've had some.
I used to think when you just get on your nerves, like, here come these mascot niggas again.
No, I enjoyed that. Because here's the thing. If you got talent, even if you know something was wrong, but you were genuine, I ain't had no problem with that. It was the ones that were arrogant and whack.
Right.
So we had a couple of them. I don't like to do names, but then we had some people that was trash, but they were like persistent. And I'm like, and Miz know now, like, this dude again in my email and dropping these songs, and you know, you have a song like Crocodile. Like, we know this is gonna be whack. We know it's gonna be whack. You whack anyway, but then you got a song called I got this new hot joint called Crocodile.
Gunn just said, it's definitely them. He was like, Sam's y'all drove to Tennessee, and you was gonna leave him in Tennessee. Let's talk about that story. Why was you gonna leave Third Day in Tennessee?
Nah. I think that was a long drive for one thing. But we got a show. Someone hit us up to do a show at Knoxville, University of Tennessee. And so we got in my Honda Accord. It was a two-door. It was a four-seater, but it was a two-door. So it was that small one.
Right.
And we packed up our stuff and drove. Man, we got we got to the Tennessee border or North Carolina border and had to get up on those roads on that mountain. And man, you know, I'm driving, and you look over here, and you got about this much. Let me see. Hold on. About this much from the road to death.
Right.
And people driving on the other side speeding, and you got them trucks coming, and it was a 2-lane road in the middle of a mountain, you know, getting up there, and probably just the stress of 4 people in that car, and just, you know, they were all still probably 17, 18 maybe.
Woo.
So, you know, you're talking about 3 18-year-olds, they 17-year-olds, and, you know, they probably rapping, they fighting over the music and, you know, fighting over the songs and stuff, you know. So, yeah, that was stressful. And then we got out there, and then it was during the break. So it was only like, I don't know, 15 people there. But they paid for the hotel and gave us some money. We sold some CDs that actually made more than what they paid us, I do believe. So, yeah, that was a little stressful, but that wasn't nothing. I mean, I love them brothers, man. So still love them. So that wasn't no problem. But yeah, no, it's the whack dudes that just think that they dope. That's the ones that really just like, man, y'all get on my nerves, man.
Right. So what was your
Now, not to say that all of them didn't have some points that was like. But, it wasn't nothing that I was like, I don't want to deal with y'all no more.
Right. Everybody got on your nerves a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, that's just life, you know. So
right. All right. So what's popping with now? We brought you back. We didn't brought from the past.
Oh, one more thing I want to say about the station.
A
lot of people don't know this. So at one point in time, me and Knife was, you know, real tight, you know.
Right.
So he would be coming up to the station, playing songs. You know, that's when they were just starting. Well, actually, they had already started the Justice League. Mm-hmm. So they were doing songs. They were bringing up to the station. So a lot of people may not know this. They came up to the station and straight from the studio, and him, Pooh, and Fonte came up to the station. Hey man, we just finished this song. You know, we want to let you hear it, because at that point I was getting all the new stuff.
Right.
So I was the go-to guy. I like that. So I was okay. So they put the song on, and it was called Speed. So of course that was their lead single. But what they didn't, a lot of people didn't know, is after I played it about 11 million times while they were up there, they went downstairs. It was in the car talking. I did my show. I think I don't know if Miz was, you know, during that time, or if it was Daddy Rich. Mm-hmm. They were still outside in the car, still talking. They created the beginnings of Little Brother after playing that song and talking about it in the parking lot of WXDU. So I feel like I had a little part of creating.
You did that. You made Little Brother.
Yeah, man. If I had attached the song, maybe they would have never. Yeah, I had a little. I just say I had a little part of it too, you know. So, but yeah, we'll bring it up to current times.
Yo, man, that shit. Them parking lot conversations, man, were the best. Like, you would go up there and not leave from 3 a.m. Like, you know, I mean, like, why are you coming home at 3 a.m? I was at the station. Like, you could have a girlfriend, a wife, or anything. Like, she'll swear you were cheating on her. It just be us sitting there in the parking lot, end up talking about what's going on in the show, and then finding out where to get the food. And we out there talking so much, we forgot to go get food. Mm-hmm. Shots to that. Yeah. So now with Street Flavor Entertainment, you know what I'm saying? Because this has been something that, you know what I'm saying, I know that you've been wanting to do for years. You know what I'm saying? For years. Now that you finally got this conglomerate together, you know, what do you think, like, Why didn't it happen back then when you wanted to do it versus right now? Is it mine's different? You're different. Your approach was different, or what's the difference between when you wanted to do it, like yo, I'm really about to do my label, Bishop? You know what I'm saying? Talking us two talking and Street Flavor, and finally, you know what I'm saying? 10 years later, boom! Now it's a real thing.
I'll say part of it was I put a lot into the third day, and right when I think that they were getting ready to pop, they kind of went to college, and they all went to 3 different places. One went to Charlotte, one went to Greensboro, one went to Fayetteville State A&T, and UNC Charlotte. And so it was just hard to, do that. We weren't making a lot of money, obviously, at that point, but we were pretty popular. Actually, we were I ain't gonna say just as popular as the people on the Justice League, the Lawn. Everybody knew the Lawn back in the day. But we would put a song up there, and we would get almost as much feedback and likes as some of the people in the Justice League, which they didn't like, sometimes. But we were worldwide, but it wasn't monetized the way it is now. Like we got, I know y'all remember Soul Seek, because I think Gunn had a song about Soul Seek. We would have been, I can't remember what the line was, but something like we'd have been gold or platinum if we would have used the Soul Seek downloads of our songs. Because we used to get when we put the CD out, people from all over the country, all over the world actually bought that CD. I sent out stuff to Japan, Israel, Australia, Africa, Canada, the Netherlands, obviously England, because Nicolay was out there. Of course, California, New York, all over the place. Not much in Durham, Raleigh, and Chapel Hill though. But that hasn't changed. Right now it's still all over the place, but not here. So that kind of like I don't know if I want to go through that again, because unless I was like balling like I was in the streets doing street pharmaceutical distribution, or if I hit the lottery, I just couldn't just fund everything, like that. So it's hard as 18-year-olds to say, yeah, we're doing something good here, but like, I ain't getting no money in my pocket. Not that we were expecting that, but I think just because once we went to separate places, it wasn't anything that like, hey, we got this show for $1,000. Oh yeah, let's go do it. It wasn't like that. So we got a lot more fame than like, money. So everybody just kind of started growing too, at that point. So I was like, I don't really want to do that no more. I had to put a lot into it. I just concentrated on the, the radio station. But I always wanted to do something like that. But it really was like, like I said, Drugs had asked me about managing him. And then I think right after that, Precise had put a post up about, hey, I'm looking for management. And so I hit him up and I said, hey, man, I'm thinking about doing something. If you can hold out for, a couple months or so, maybe, we can work something out. He's like, hey, you let me know when you're ready. I was like, oh, okay. Because they had been up to the station. We had already interviewed them. We already knew each other. So that helped. And so I was like, okay, so I got Drugs looking for management. I got Precise looking for management. Who else that I'm playing like constantly that I like, that I think it would fit, that we have like minds? So I hit up Malls, I hit up Sharp, EA, and Skyline, and also because of the beat battles, we were knowing each other. So that's why we kind of put it up. So I just kind of told everybody, hey, let's do it together. It's a label, but it's really I got a contract, but I don't really enforce it. It's really about, hey, let's get together and do the best music that we can and slowly build to where, see if we can get something big happen, So that's kind of like what it is. So it was really just the people that were, again, the radio station, bringing people together, and I just took it from there. So we got a lot of stuff, man. I mean, it's harder now because we used to sell back then with Third Day, that CD sold. It's harder now because you put it out, they want to stream it, and they be like, oh yeah, it's dope. but they're gonna leave it there. They don't buy it as much as possible. So we'll have to try to transition into like t-shirts and stuff like that to help out. But we all love the music though. Like the chat. If you could hear the music that's going on in the chat and the freestyles and the beats that Drugs and Drugs and Skyline and EA and Sharp, they be battling in there. Like it's like a forest fire in there. It's like a number of flames coming. And I be saving them. I don't know if they know. I be saving them. Like, I'm gonna tuck that one. I'm gonna write that one down. Like we're gonna use this one. So I got them folded. We're gonna use it at some point. But they probably already sold it. But so yeah, that's pretty much what it is, man. I just love hip hop. Like I said, if I don't ever make any money at it, I don't care. If we do, we do. I'm gonna do what I can. But promotion is hard because none of us are promoters, like social media promoters.
Right.
So we really need. My suggestion is like scrape some money up and get one of these people that know social media promotion. Pay them the money to do it, and then you do the music. So that's going to be my focus. We're gonna have a meeting soon about that.
No, that is the smartest. I mean, that's the smartest next step. I mean, because your audience is out here. Your audience is right. Your audience is right here in front of you. You just got to be able to put it in front of their face. That should be your logical next step.
Yeah. So
how you handle? Go ahead, Sam. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I said we got some stuff coming out. Like I said, Drugs just dropped his instrumental album Above on. When we did it on Bandcamp, it did some really good numbers because he's everybody know Drugs, and then Fat Beats picked it up and put it on vinyl and CD also, and that actually sold very well. So we made. We'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna leave it at that.
I got one more question about you. Then I promise we're gonna move on to some of the topics and stuff so we can lose viewers. How do you handle the GOAT talk? You know what I'm saying? Because you like there's a lot of people out there that has given you the title of the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Or legend and all that stuff. And I'm like, because again, we didn't know we was gonna be here, right? You didn't know you was gonna be here when we was just in Street Flavor Mix Show. It wasn't no Samps the GOAT right now. Now Samps is important, you know what I mean? But it gets to a point where you're such a stable fixture that people took you for granted a little bit, right? And then now you getting that when the movement of giving people their flowers now, right? And then you see who's really important, and you look back. How did you feel like being like when cats give you those flowers, and what I'm saying, like the first time you were called the GOAT by someone that you like, this motherfucker called me the GOAT? Oh shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, how you handling that pressure right now?
I mean, it feels good, but I don't really, the GOAT talk, that's just like everything, like basketball and everything else. Like, it's all opinion. It all depends on what you consider the GOAT. There's some people that, if you're not on 97.5, you can't be the GOAT because not enough people listen to you, But I can stand on, I could probably call a whole bunch of people that people know and be like, hey, put a post out about me or what we did together. And people would be like, oh, wow. So it helps. I mean, it keeps me going because I definitely could be like, forget all this. I'm going to play my music and listen to my own music. But it helps, like, you doing those posts. We don't talk as much now. Ninth have definitely done, told people, like, through his, like, Ratchet and all the, I can't think of the names now, but they just came back out. But, some definitely people on his label have come through over the years. And he said, hey, if you got to go to Samps show to play your song. So that definitely helped out. All the people, all the people that I've interviewed, and even up to now, like OC and all them that come from Greensboro, people that send me music. The people I've done interviews that came down. Like I've done some interviews. I did an interview with Big L over the radio, and I know it's on tape. I gotta find it. Once I find it, I'm gonna edit it to make sure I ain't say nothing crazy, and then I'm gonna put that.
Oh, leave the crazy stuff in. That's the best part.
No, not always. Not if I look bad. I gotta cut that.
Right. He said, not if I look bad. I can't be canceled. I can't be canceled.
Digitize it, and I'm gonna edit that out. Oh, I said that. No.
Yeah, but you got to put that out there.
Yeah,
got to put that out there.
I mean, I did some pretty big interviews. I did well, I ain't gonna rock on I'll leave some of them out, but yeah, I've definitely done some. But it makes me feel good. It keeps me going. But I mean, the thing with that is, the younger generation don't care about that. They don't care. So I don't really worry about that. Like, who cares? I mean, y'all care. I care. The people that I know care. But outside of that, it don't matter.
But I think that's a part of you. That I think you got another 20 years in, because all it takes is the cool kids. Because you're always the cool kids in the room for us. It was like, oh shit, DeeJay Samps, Don Mashai, Courtney C. You know what I'm saying? Those was like,
DJ
you know what I'm saying? When y'all was
outside the DJ Man, he was the one that on my first show I was where was it? Turn it on, man.
Right. And it was like DJ Miz, and it's like y'all was the cool kids. It was like, you know what I'm saying? Like literally, you've seen us be like babies and was around when cats was old enough to drink. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, Bishop, you got your first beer at the radio station. Like, hey, look at Bishop got a beer at the radio station. You know what I'm saying? And it's like this. And what you understand is like, then cats that looked at us like we were the cool kids. We like, nah, that's the guy, right? Mm-hmm. And I think you're always going to be that way, because as long as you stay a fixture in hip hop and now you're getting your flowers, I think that, the young people that want to get on are starting to going to be, because again, if I had a boatload of rappers, like, me, I brought Earth Movers up there. You know what I'm saying? Actually, Samps was the reason why Earth Movers also got together, because Set Camp was up there talking the shit. Me and Prophet came up and battled them on air. You know what I'm saying? That's how we formed Earth Movers. You know what I'm saying? So you put together a bunch of groups. You know what I'm saying? But it's like,
and also, so we won't forget, we're probably the only radio station that can have Bloods and Crips come up to the station and just rap,
right,
and then leave. And I said, y'all can come up here and rap, but if y'all gonna do anything, y'all do that away from the station. They like, bet. They come up there, they rap. Actually, a couple of you can dap each other up because it was about hip hop, and then left. Mm-hmm. I was like,
but because ain't nobody want to fuck up. Nobody wanted to fuck up. Like, as fucked up the radio station was, as many cats was in there, we were self-policing. Like, nah, bro, if a cat was too drunk, he had to go, because you're not gonna fuck this up for Sam. This is all we got.
Right. Yeah, you couldn't go nowhere else.
This little 2 hours on Friday nights. You know what I'm saying? Because Doe was strict. Doe was like, nah, I don't want none of y'all niggas.
Yeah, I gotta get out of here.
Y'all gotta get out of here. You rap, you go.
He was like, nah, I ain't trying to mess with these dudes, man.
I ain't trying to mess with y'all. Get out of here.
You like, I gotta have to kill one of these dudes.
Right. But yeah, man. Oh man, yo, shout out to DeeJay Samps. Can I get y'all for another 15 minutes, because I want some shit to talk about. Mm-hmm. Have y'all been watching Stranger Things, man? Have y'all been watching this season of Stranger Things?
Yeah, I gotta play catch up, bro. I seriously gotta play catch up.
Okay. We'll move
Bishop was dying to talk about it. He can't talk about it
now. I know. He's been dying to talk about it for a couple of weeks now.
I know.
Stayed on my to list.
Stranger Things and this first episode of season 3 of The Boys.
Now, have you seen this? The first two episodes of The Boys? But
The Boys, yes.
I do have a Stranger Things related story.
Okay, so let's talk about. Hold on. Let's bring it big. Let's go.
And I guarantee you don't know this. I don't know if Gunn is still in here, but he definitely knows. The brothers that shoots the video, or directed. I don't know their names, but
the Duffer brothers.
The Duffer, yeah. The Duffer.
Yeah, DUFF.
Yeah, they went to Jordan High School, right?
My alma mater.
They are the ones that shot the one finger video for Jay Gunn.
What the fuck? Get the fuck out of here.
Wow.
Get the fuck out of here.
If we only knew.
You know what?
I knew there were lots of Durham insider stuff in
that. You just kicked DeeJay Samps off the air. He's out of here. You know what I'm saying? I can't believe it. You know
Bring the goat on the show and kick him off the air.
Really?
I'm like, where to go?
Really, Bishop? Really?
Yeah.
I gave him the button. That was too that what?
Yeah.
Call the man the goat and then kick him off the show.
Like, I didn't really know. I knew them when they came to the video, but I didn't know them. They were
kids,
Days friends. And then, like, years later, they were like, hey, they did Stranger Things. Oh, I didn't know that. And then they kept getting bigger. Like, wow. Yep. So I knew them dudes when they was nobodies.
No, DeeJay Samps is the reason why we got Stranger Things.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, let's go.
Got the golden touch.
Let's go. That's what a goat does. This is what a goat does.
Yeah.
Boom.
DeeJay Samps
all over the
is
place.
putting out spores of success. He's sprinkling success on all you motherfuckers.
Exactly. That's why I'm successful, because of Sam's.
Yep. Jesus Christ.
I did see the first 2 episodes of The Boys.
Okay. Have you seen the first? Because I'm only two in 2. Have you seen it yet, Perry? Okay.
I'm behind, man. I look.
We will spoil it for you.
But you know I don't care about spoilers. If you know me long enough, I don't care about spoilers. What's up with this first 15 minutes that I keep on hearing about?
Okay.
Before we do that, you saw the first episode, like the first episode of the first year.
Yeah.
So the first 5 minutes when the guy come and just explodes the girl.
Yeah.
Like, I thought that was like, and then of course they had some. The one this year, that first 15 minutes
is worse.
It's super worse.
Wow.
When I say this right here,
like this, then I did like this.
It don't get you. It don't get you. Like, one thing, even if you don't, like, it's like one of the reaction videos. It's like, because you have to, like, if someone doesn't even watch The Boys, you just got to give them that 15. Watch that first 15 minutes of season 3, because the termite, it's a dude that can shrink down, and the termite has his boyfriend or a guy that he's, in love with or whatever. And they have, now you get a guy that can shrink down to the size of an ant, and the dude says, hey, I want you in me. And the termite goes in him. Shrinks down and goes in him. Now, I'm going to tell you this right here. No. It is not. It's not back there. No. It's the front place. Listen.
Yo, I'm hurt.
As a biologist, I have to say that did not look anatomically correct in any way. I just have to say.
Now, you remember he was doing coke before he did it.
He's doing a little bit of coke, and he sneezed a little bit. He sneezed. So he's in there. Like, you see him crawl in. Like, his feet was hanging out a little bit. It was like, ew. So first of all, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. If you old enough, back in the day when they remember they used to have you get the screeners and stuff like that. The Q-tip, it brought me right back there. It's like,
you just know the minute you said front. The minute you said front, the minute you said front, the first thing I thought about was that was that bad experience, and then 2 days later, Q-tip.
Right, the Q-tip.
So, yeah, that's just
So then he's in there like and then he sneezes, and when he sneezes,
he goes to regular size.
Something to be seen, man.
So when he sneezes and goes to regular size, he's standing up.
Yep.
And the other guy from here down is gone.
Obliterated.
And I did like,
Now, I made a point when I was talking. I posted this on Bishop's line on Facebook feed. But if anything, if I can look at it in anything positive about this, I mean, what a way to go, because he was feeling like really, 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 really good, and then bam, he was dead. So really, that's the best way to die.
If you're gonna go, you're going on cocaine and getting one.
There you go. What? Exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh man.
But up until this season or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I think, you know what I'm saying, I mean, they got a couple of new characters and all that stuff that's coming in and all that stuff. Homelander and Starlight have a new arc that I think is going to be super dope. Because Homelander on the last episode just was pretty much told he didn't give a fuck. Yeah. And then he came into, so he did this. He came into the place where you could tell they're pulling like certain like personalities and topic matter, whatever, from different places on this, right? And it's like Homelander went straight up Trump, like, you know what I'm saying, and just stopped doing it, right? And then he showed, because again, you know, you got Homelander, he cares about so much, you know what I mean? He cares about how people feel about it. And now they was like, oh shit, yeah, your ratings are up. So now he like, oh, me talking this shit over here means my ratings go up. So now this motherfucker cannot be controlled. So catch up with the, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to spoil it for too many people, but listen, The Boys is fucking dope. I also want to talk about this because we're all gentlemen here. We've all been through breakups and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And everything, you know what I mean? Some of us are married, still married, divorced, married again, and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, so Michael B. Jordan, let's talk about that because this is a hot topic. I need to, you know what I'm saying, Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey. You know what I'm saying? Their breakup. First of all, I want to say, I'm only bringing this up because it's hot. It's none of our business.
Pretty much.
It's none of our business. You know what I'm saying? Like, but what's your take on it, Perry? You know what I'm saying? Because I know you follow a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
She would. I mean, it seemed. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. It seemed like she wasn't ready for marriage. Okay, right. If she wasn't ready for marriage, yo, that's. I'll say this. That's her prerogative. Better they do that now. Better they end it now. Okay, then then we get the great marriage, great wedding. No, I was gonna say the great wedding that would be on TMZ, but they probably wouldn't do it that way. They probably go to sneak off to southern Italy, and then we don't see the video or the pictures until like about a week later, like kind of like Issa Rae did it, right? So it'll probably be a little bit something. It'll probably be a little bit something like that, okay? And then you got this marriage that maybe lasts about 2 or 3 years, and then you got a breakup. All right, hopefully a breakup that had enough prenups in place on both sides.
Right.
But why even put yourself in that position and go through that 2, 3, 5 years from now, and then have the damn father-in-law talk about the breakup and shit on his radio show? Nah.
How old is
Michael's like 35, 36. There was like a 10-year difference in their ages.
I mean, I'll say this right here. I'm going to put, you know what I mean, because when I look at it, it's like this. I always preach, and this is the reason why I, you know what I'm saying, I think I've been successful in love and, you know what I'm saying, lust and all that other shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to know the animals in your zoo. You got to know the animals in your zoo. It's like this. Yes, I can appreciate a rat, but I have to put the rat in a glass case so I can look at it. I'm not taking my king cobra out and I'm not putting it in the petting zoo. You know what I'm saying? It don't belong there. You know what I'm saying? You know, so you don't put your lions next to your zebra. You know what? You put them on the other side of the park. You put them downwind. It's the reason why zoos are set up the way they set up. So when you understand the animals in your zoo, then you cannot blame those animals for being those animals. Did you understand what I'm saying?
Look. For a second there, I'm gonna be honest with you, Bishop.
I lost you?
No. I thought you was gonna lose me after you mentioned the King Cobra. That's why I thought you were gonna lose me. Okay. However, you brought it all back in,
okay, cool.
and then you explained it perfectly. Okay. Right. But at the beginning there, I know, and Bishop, rocking with you for a minute now, okay? And for a minute there, I was sitting up here, I was thinking, where the hell is he going with this?
You thought we were looking at a Tico hole again.
I thought this was a Tico the Gallo moment, for real. All right. So forgive me.
You gotta do me on my show, Samps. You see this?
Forgive me. That's a little bit of PTSD that I got in me right now that I was expecting from you, but you brought it all back in perspective.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I appreciate you. But it's like this, and it's open communication. It's like you should know whether or not this young lady is ready for marriage. You got to check the temperature. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times, and I don't know how y'all got married. A lot of times it's the pressure from her. Like, you cool, like do. And she be like, hey now, my friend's getting married. Hey now, she starts. Hey now, I thought you loved me. You know what I'm saying? You're like, no, okay. But you know what I'm saying? And then you're like, oh, forget it, I might as well. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing shit else with the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? That's what you do. You know what I mean? She break you down and you just do it. But if you really love her, then you got to have that communication. And then you got to understand where she is in her life.
You know what I'm saying? Right there.
You got to realize.
That's why I was asking, like, how old he was. Because if the stories are correct, you know, and true, if he was ready to settle down, because, you know, like I said, if he's 35, you know, that range, he probably ain't trying to go out and date a whole bunch of people. He probably thought he had someone. But, you know, my thing is not that you want to keep the history of what she did in the past and keep bringing it up, but you also, that was recent history that she kind of was going, you know, to different people. And then you met her. I mean, she's 21, 22, whatever it is. I don't know. She hadn't really gotten out of that yet. And it's not that it's right or wrong. She just ain't. It's not that many stars that are popular that's going to settle down at 21 or 22 years old. So I don't understand why he thought that she would want to do that in that whole scenario. Exactly. I would have thought that he would have been like, hey, I'm just going to roll with this until it go through.
Because he was Michael B. Jordan, and he thought he was all anybody ever needed ever.
But now, exactly, Bishop. But either way, but even besides that, okay, if he was testing the temperature, that's the reason why it went the way it did. Okay, because he got to, you know, it looks like he got to a point where, look, it's time to now develop true roots. It's now time. You know, it's now time to put that tree, that oak in the ground. Okay?
Hold on, Pete. I would like to call a little bit of bullshit. Okay, man. I want to call bullshit on that.
No, let me hear why.
Here it is. They've been only rocking together for a year and a half. Okay, hold on. Now, for a year and a half, and we all know this because we've been in long-term relationships before. The real relationship don't start till about year 2. That's when your real relationship start. Because the first 8 months, first of all, the first 3 months you're lying to it, you being a representative of yourself. You know what I'm saying? You just being the best person you can fucking be, right? The next 6 months after that part is just pretty much you fucking and just getting along. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just getting used to you. I'm seeing what you like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I'm saying what you like being choked a little bit. Can I drop an elbow on you? How you feel about the figure 4? You know what I'm saying? This is shit that you trying to, you know what I mean? You trying to work your kinks out. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Right. You know what I'm saying? In this first 8 months, that's when you try to see if you could get a threesome in or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that because you know what I'm saying, when we went to counseling before we got married and everything like that, the brother said, yo, you get to the beginning of, you got a lusty love. It's, you love them, but it's lusty. It's like, ooh, I want to touch your booty. Ooh, look at your nipples. Like, yeah. You still getting hard when she get naked and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's like, ooh, she naked. Now, you know what I'm saying? You 10 years, like some of us 10 years in, 10 years in, you know what I'm saying? It's like, when she get naked, it's a Tuesday. Like, I just...
This is all because Nina's not in the room. I'm just saying.
No, I'm saying no, because I'm talking to married men. It's like this because we do. It's like your wife come in naked. And sometimes she'll catch you when that light hit her right. You like, all right now. But every other day, it's like, man, you ashy, move. Get your ass out my way. You know what I'm saying? She on the way to the bathroom. She get the fuck out the way. You know. Her toenail polish chip. She ain't even sexy. You know, she got her shit coal in her eyes and shit. She's just naked.
And Bishop know I'm telling the truth right now. It works the same way. It works in reverse. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Works that way. Why are you in your boxer shorts? Put some pants on. Come on, it works both ways.
I thought I was sexy.
Okay? You know
I'm out here with my. I just brought these drawers. All right, I want to show them.
I just got my hair done. Don't you think you're gonna be getting them?
Exactly.
I'm gonna get some still. Stand up. Just stand up with it then. Shoot, because I'm nasty. Come on, stand up.
My knee hurts.
The damn babies is up. You try to get it in when the baby's up.
Shh, you wake the babies.
That you know that. But you know what I'm saying? So it's that lusty love. So you're not even getting into that point where you got into your friendship love, right? You still figuring it out. When you get married is when you realize this is your motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That's when you get married. You get married when she starts being your friend. And when you realize, because you know what I'm saying, like when it's like this, me and Sam's been friends for fucking 20 years. That's friendship love. That's past, you know what I'm saying? That's that forever love, because guess what? Unless we fall the fuck out, we gonna be friends for the next 50 years. Until, you know what I'm saying, God forbid one of us passes. So this, what I'm saying, when you with a woman, it's the same way. It's like, yeah, you got that lusty love, but then that transitions to that friendship love. And that's that forever love right there. That's that, then it's that motherfucking, oh shit, I need you to leave. I need you to live. I don't feel right without you, love. When you get past that point, where I can't do it without you, because you the only one that know my social security number. And you know what I'm saying?
Samps, I think Bishop just asked you to marry him.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you get into that transition where it's like it's no you without her type of situation. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? And some people get to that point, but some people just ride that friendship love, and then you know what I'm saying, that could fall out and come back in. But if you get to that point when you be like, yo, how they together for 50 years? Because then they got past that point. Now the point is like this, nigga, I just need you around to keep me up, get me out the bed. I help get you out the bed. You know what I'm saying? We too old to be fucking around. You know what I'm saying? You are my person. You know what I'm saying? This is our routine, right? And it's like, and we can't, and people want to condemn Lauren. And I'm like this, she's been in relationships, right? But I'm like this, I looked at my past. I was like, man, I've had more one night stands than she's had relationships. So who are we to judge?
Thank you.
Who are we to judge?
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Sam, don't start fucking counting. You forgot I know you.
Yeah. And and I've seen the post. You know, she gonna ruin it. Now she gonna ruin him for the next woman. Yo, kill that. Thank you. Okay. Kill that. All right, kill that. I mean, because right now he's what? He's 36 years old, guys. Okay. Right. When you get to a certain age, there is no ruining for the next person, because at that point you are the person that you are going to be.
Yeah, exactly. Period. But that's commentary for people that don't know themselves. You know what I'm saying? To you know what I mean? It's like this. I don't know when you guys figured out who you were. You know what I'm saying? because I'm pretty good. Like I know you guys, so you motherfuckers are the motherfuckers that you are, and you always gonna be this motherfucker. So that's who he is. You know what I'm saying? Some people it take me. I was 16. I was like, this is the person I want to be. Like Samps can tell you, I'm not too far away from 17-year-old Bishop. I'm the same. I'm absolutely the same guy. I talk the same. I do the same thing. Because I woke up one of them. I was like, oh, this is the person I want to be. I'm happy with this version of me. I'll just build upon it. Some people, it takes them into their 30s, their 40s, and sometimes
never.
They never learn themselves. Right. But I'm saying it's like this. But when you know who you are, that's when you can give out good love, because I know who I am. I'm not looking for nobody to complete me. I'm good by myself. And I think the thing is like people are doing a bunch of projection. Like, oh, Michael B. Jordan is hurt. Mm-hmm. Like, no, maybe he's not. Maybe Mike's like, man, I really did love her. The shit ain't gonna work out. I'm gonna take 2 weeks, and then you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna work on myself. I got this movie I gotta do. By the time the movie over with, I'm back on the scene.
Dude, did you see how overanalyzed him sitting courtside at a basketball game was?
Well, afterwards,
sitting courtside at game. Was it sitting courtside at game 2? Okay,
right.
Cameras on it. Yeah, cameras on him. You know, and in every psycho analyst on social media picked it apart.
Yep, try to, because they ain't doing shit but projecting.
Thank you.
They're not because what you're doing the what I like to call now the Stephen Hawking theory. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how Stephen Hawking said if alien civilization came down to Earth, it wouldn't be good for the Earthlings, because normally anytime an advanced race comes or an advanced people come in, they kill the least advanced people. And I'm like, that's stupid. You're projecting, because all you have is the human experience. You don't know what the aliens is on. You don't know what they're on. You're saying you're going because this is what humans do to each other. We talking about motherfuckers that grew up in a wholly different culture that are not human, and you try to project.
Are basically chimpanzees with tools.
You know what? Damn it! I just said that today. We are the viruses of the world. But so
we share a brain, Bishop.
Right, because that's what it is. Head injuries is a motherfucker. I was dropped as
that's not what I was saying, but okay, sure.
But listen, I think I was dropped as a child, as you were got in your accident, and I think that combined us together. Okay. And then now
there you go.
We all
yeah, that works.
There it is. 15 years apart, dude. You know what I'm saying? But no, and I don't like the way y'all doing. I don't like the way they doing Lauren. You know what I'm saying? It's like this. They try to make it, they try to make it like Future and all that stuff. It's like, nah, she's not toxic. She's dating. She's dating. She's dating. You know what I'm saying? It's like this. Like, and people forget who they are. And I'm looking at these because we know we look at these people like, yo, you commented like this, like for real. I remember you was sucking dick for dollars. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's cold.
This is not the place for you to be high and mighty. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you saying you? I done seen you in this club. I done seen you make your rounds. You know what I'm saying? We didn't been parallel, chick. We didn't been parallel, sir. You know what I'm saying? I done seen you do this. We've been in the same clubs together. We was in our 20s. Don't forget what your 20s look like. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And then if your 20s didn't look like that, then you didn't have good 20s. Your 20s that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? You vanilla sex having ass motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just do missionary relations.
Or none.
Or none.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, look, let them live, let them deal with it. Okay. And yeah, don't put your issues into analyzing them, and all you're doing is analyzing yourself without saying that you're analyzing yourself. Don't do that.
That happens a lot in every discussion.
And honestly, this is the last subject I want to get over.
Right. You get mad and you're arguing like, oh, that's because you feel some type of way. It's not a particular discussion. So they can't realize that they go too hard. Yeah.
A lot of people.
Right. It's like this. It's like this. I can't help that Monica hurt you, Perry. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I can't help she hurt you back in high school. You still holding that grudge.
He's like, wait a minute, where did this come from?
I don't know if there's a Monica that was living his life. I
had to think about that twice. No, okay, we good.
Congratulations, Perry. You've made the list now. Where if Bishop gives you shit, that means you've made the cut.
But at the end of the day, it's like, yo, you can't take that relationship from high school to middle school. They're like, yo, this is how she did me. And then this is another thing that happened with my post or whatever. Somehow this picture of Michael B. Jordan, we've all seen it. Michael B. Jordan hugging Chadwick Boseman and Chadwick holding his arms with his eyes closed, right? And if you know anything about this picture in the time frame that it was taken, right? Not knowing it makes you can make jokes about it. Because I'm a comedian, you can make jokes about it, how it looks, right? But then now knowing at this point in time, this man was dying from cancer, right? And then you try to make that homosexual because the embrace. Now, if you saw the video that they took the still from, it's a video. Chadwick Boseman was sitting there by himself, and he was rocking while he was standing with his eyes closed. So obviously he feel like, you can feel like he's going through some pain or he's very tired or whatever, right? He's just rocking back. So Michael B comes up to him like, you know what I'm saying? Like give him the bro hug, like for the, yo, man, everything good. And Chad would look and he was like, oh, it's my man's. And he like, you know what I'm saying, closed his eyes like to feel the love, right? I'm dying. This is my brother. He came over, you know what I mean, to mess with me a little bit. I'm going to enjoy this hug because I don't know how many of these. So to make that gay, right? And I'm moving for that subject because that brought up a bigger topic. I'm sick of motherfuckers making shit gay that ain't gay. Like for real, like can we like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you can't, they call what they call hot dogs glizzies now, which means is, you know what I'm saying, is code word for dick. And they got a thing that you put your hot dog in, right? Like right here, and then you cover your mouth up as you're eating the hot dog. I want to say this right here. And I'm talking to every damn red-blooded American male in it. If me eating a hot dog got you thinking about dicks, I'm not the gay one in this situation.
That's exactly what I was just going to say. Yes.
Thank you.
Totally projection.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It goes back to projection. Don't project your homophobia on me. Simple as that.
I know. I think the simple question is this right here. The simple answer is right there. Hey, bro, why don't you go get some dick? Because I feel like that's what you need.
Seems to be what you want.
Since you know what I'm saying, it's like this. You know what I mean? Because it's like this. We all, you know what I'm saying? I think we're all cis males on here, and if we're bisexual, so whatever. But guess what? We understand this right here. I have never looked at another man and at his outfit or anything out there and fucking felt offended enough. Like, you can't wear that shit. That shit look like we had a whole damn Prince out here. Like, we just let Prince pass. Like, hey, this motherfucker wore whatever he wanted to wear. You know what I'm saying? And androgynous as fuck. But now, like, everything gay. Yo, you can't do this. It make you gay. You know what make you gay? And I stop me if I'm wrong, because I'll go and ask a gay friend.
No, go ahead, ask.
I think having sex with the same person of your sex makes you gay. I don't think anything else can make you gay. You know what I'm saying? I don't think gay can get on.
I think that's part of the requirements.
I think that's part of the requirements.
I was going to say, Bishop, one thing I was going to say, you were talking about hot dogs and people thinking that hot dogs made you gay.
Right.
And they're talking about how eating hot dogs is so erotic. But the thing I take some solace in is the fact that the food that I get most think is the most sexy is mango. So I figured that actually
we can understand why you like mango.
direction.
Like, listen, hey, if you out there and you out there eating a mango, if you ain't eating a mango right, then you bring somebody home with you. Like, oh, sir. Sir.
I want to get kicked out of a restaurant when I eat mango. That's the way you do it.
Making love to it. Like, sir, leave that mango. Put the mango down, sir. Leave that mango alone. But yeah, I'm just sick of that, man. Like, yo, because then what the place was, you know what I'm saying, back in my ignorant days or whatever, you thought, you know what I'm saying, due to you know what I mean, your uncles and all that stuff, you thought something was wrong. But now I'm realizing that, yo, if you really realize something, it's that gay people, like, how you gonna hate something that's been around longer than you have?
Thank you.
I don't get that. How you gonna hate something it's the natural, this is ill natural. Okay, let's talk about natural order of things. All right. We all agree elephants been here. Yeah, that's nature. Trees are green. That's nature. Gay people just didn't pop up in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? That will be ill natural. Like, ew, that's unnatural. You know what I'm saying? No, you can't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People, transgender people, homosexual people, you know what I'm saying, have been around forever. Because guess what? You could go back in history books and look at the shit.
And there's people right now that you don't know, that you're friends with or you idolize, rappers, singers, athletes that are gay and bi, and you don't even know it, and you don't care. You don't. Not that you don't care. You don't know, and you like, oh yeah, da. And then if what happens, they come out later on. What you gonna do then? You're not gonna like it. Doesn't matter.
I don't get that shit either, Sam. I don't get that shit either. I don't get that shit. Like, yo, like where does
just because someone is this, don't mean that you don't have to like him. As long as he's not trying to get with you, right? Once you say, hey, no, that's not me. That's cool. You know,
that's when you're being a creep. Then you can say, hey, yo, you're being a creep, and I don't like you because you fucking, I told you I don't want that shit, and you know what I'm saying? And then you're being, it's just like dudes too. It's like when a woman says, hey, yo, I don't like you, and you still keep going at it, it's the same situation. It's just, you know what I mean, you catching it on that side. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's creepy gay people just like it's creepy straight people. You know what I'm saying? Like we, you know what I mean? And it's probably more creepy cis people than it is, you know what I'm saying? Because to really talk about it.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, stop making shit gay that's not gay. Because they was like, oh, pink is gay. You wear pink. Now Cameron come out, oh, now everybody, now we can wear pink Jordans. And
thank you.
And then fast forward, because I remember that whole you wearing pink, you gay shit, to now mugs wearing basketball sneakers with full-on flowers on them. When KD brought the whole flower movement and dudes wearing flowers.
Bishop. Come on, you know we've been having this running debate about hoochie daddy shorts, man. Come on, bro.
Listen.
Come on.
Now, first of all, listen. You can the dudes. They are here. They trying to make men less men. Like, first of all, if I'm a grown ass man, I wear some shorts. Guess what? I'm still a grown ass man. You know what I'm saying? And it's not for you, bro.
Thank you.
It's for the ladies that like the hoochie daddy shorts. It ain't for you to look at, bro.
It's for Magic Johnson wore those short shorts.
Thank you.
He wasn't gay.
Thank you.
Johnson was definitely not gay.
Dude. Karl Malone, Charles Barkley. They wore them in the late 80s. They were called basketball shorts. Okay. John Stockton wore them when they were not in style.
Listen.
Okay. Come on.
Hold on. AP. You want to hear the best excuse I heard for that?
What?
Those dudes didn't have a choice because they didn't have baggy shorts back then. They didn't have a choice because that's what the shorts were. So then my logic was like this right here. So because I don't want to wear baggy, now I have a choice of baggy shorts, medium shorts, hoochie daddy shorts. If I pick the hoochie daddy somehow while eating a hot dog, somehow I'm gay. You know what I'm saying? Wearing pink hoochie daddy shorts to match my flower sneakers. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you a question though.
Sir.
Are the hoochie daddy shorts the same as the nut huggers though?
They're coochie cutters. They all the same. Like if you remember what coochie cutters are, they all the same. They nut hugger shorts because they got the 5-inch inseam.
I'm talking about the ones where like you're hanging. That might be a little too far.
No, I mean, look,
I understand.
Yeah,
John Stockton ones.
Yeah,
When they start cutting up around you.
Yeah, they're nut huggers with zippers.
They're not comfortable looking shorts. Let's talk about that. Now, if you want to talk about comfortability, you know what I'm saying? Because some cats can wear that, even if you're blessed and hung low, maybe these are not the shorts for you. You know what I'm saying? Because you might pop out, and then you know what I'm saying, that's a federal offense, and it's against the law for you to be racking with your shit out. You know what I'm saying? Like, wear drawers for free.
And if you are, just invest in a jock strap. Look, I know a jock strap is some old school shit. Okay, but you want to keep your shit in a fashion that's not going that's either not going to offend or turn on half of the world at the same time. Either way, you don't want all that. You don't want all that energy when you go out. You know.
Right, we don't need DeeJay Samps out there tripping people down the street or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit, my dick done fell out again. Let me wrap it up, baby. Wrap it up.
No, we ain't got it.
Roll it back up, baby. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I knew I should have wore my suspenders. We're gonna end on that. We're gonna end on that note. Women, if you wear that, because it's like this, they're not wearing it for you, dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, if a dude with Hoochie Daddy shorts pulled 3 more girls than you with your baggy shorts, then guess who won that? He did.
Yeah. His win for the day. Let him win. Leave it alone.
His win for the day. You know what I'm saying? If it's like you know what I'm saying, if it's a whole, because it's like cats that can't grow beards. It's a whole. It was beard gang. It was beard and gray sweatpants. Like, boom, you've got a beard and gray sweatpants, you will win.
Don't be begging on people who can't grow beards now.
Right, now, I'm not messing with y'all, but guess what? There was a place that, you know what I mean, you're like, damn it, I can't grow a beard. You know what I'm saying? Those beard guys are winning.
People do.
Right. I hate you. Whatever D said. Hey, yo, let people wear they want to wear and eat their glizzies if they want to. So this has been, I done kept y'all on for another hour. I thank you guys. Everybody is still here.
Thank you. It was a great show. I really appreciate you having me on.
Yo,
glad to make it down here one last time.
You breaking up, D.
Yo, D, you in the Matrix now, bro.
You in the Matrix, bro.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Mine look perfect to me.
Well, you always gonna look perfect to yourself.
Yeah, that's usually how the Matrix goes.
If you don't feel, I know that's how it works, but hopefully it'll come back soon. Hopefully it'll work all right for you guys.
Right.
I'm sorry.
No, you're.
At least I waited till the end. At least I waited till the end of the show.
It did.
I am polite. If I'm nothing else, I am very polite and respectful.
Sam, give you a shout out, man.
I'm gonna say shouts out to Tamel. Tim dropped him more. He's still in here commenting, so I appreciate that. But yeah, just appreciate my team, man. We got some stuff coming. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff. Yeah, we definitely want to, Bishop, we want to get you do some skits and hosting and stuff like that. So we're going to do that.
Man, I'm going to tell you this right here. Hey, my price is going up with gas prices. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? So,
that don't do nothing to me. No, I don't care. No.
$6,200, you know what I'm saying? Because that's like a half a tank of gas. So I'm just asking you, give me a half a tank of gas, $6,200.
No. You got a credit with me for like $100 million. So you still got it. God damn it. You get full credit though. You get full credit, and
hey, that's
any money that we make, I send it to your email.
My God.
Just shout out to everybody that was in the chat. I appreciate it. Shouts out to you. Hey, have me back on, man.
Man, whenever you want to come back on, bro.
Yeah. Just hit me up.
Nah, listen. At this point in time, you've already broken your cherry. This is the point. You just say, "Hey, yo, Bishop, what Wednesday? I got this going on this Wednesday. Who do you have on?" I'll bump a motherfucker off. I'm like, "Oh, we just have Jay-Z on. Move him out of the way. We'll move Jay to next Wednesday."
Let's not do that.
Let's
not do that.
Colin.
If you can get Jay-Z on, go ahead and just have him on.
Jay, you're gonna have to share the spotlight, Jay. I'm sorry. Listen.
Yeah, shouts out to everybody, man. Just live your life. Try treat everybody right. Stop shooting up schools. You know what I mean?
Oh, man.
That's crazy. So, but anyway, yeah. I'm happy. I'm glad I'm on here. Definitely get me back. I'll be more.
I saw that somebody in Germany drove their car into a crowd, and I realized that that's the equivalent the American mass shooting, the same thing happens in Germany they drive cars into crowds.
Yeah, exactly.
And 14 people got hurt, but only one person got killed. So, there's that. But it was basically a mass assault, but instead of using a gun, they used a car.
Right.
So it's this same stuff. And this was something they were talking about yesterday on your show, Perry, that they were talking about on Tracy Tape, is that these mass killings are going to happen. And it's the people that are crazy are just going to do it with whatever tools they have available.
Exactly.
So, and I was really sad to see that happen in Germany like that. Really nice, big neighborhood in Berlin. It was a sort of a trendy, arty neighborhood in Berlin, and the guy drove into a crowd of students. So,
but you know what the you know what I'm saying, one thing about driving a car, right, into a place, into a mass people, that you can't now turn around if you don't have if you have the correct gun laws like Germany has. Then we could come in and we could take you out your car and we could beat your motherfucking ass. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Now, it ain't no killing yourself. It ain't no killing yourself. It's about now you going to catch these motherfucking lumps. Now, you gonna wish you was dead. We're going to put your ass in a 4-month coma. But guess what? You going to try it. You're going to try it.
You know, like Martin when he fought Tommy Hearns.
Exactly. We pulling your ass about that car. And especially, hey, don't hit Bishop Omega with a damn car and me live. I'm one arming it to your ass. I'm gonna poke you in the face, bite your ankle, or something. You gonna feel some pain, goddammit. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, like it's a sad thing. That's something I might tackle on the next show or whatever about like what can we do with gun laws, because we talked with Samps or whatever. We're so happy to have Samps on a lot of shit we had to cut. But man, I want to say thank you, C. Perry Alizia the second from Straight to Tape. Drop your promo right now, good sir.
Oh yeah, as always, make sure you're checking us out. Straight to Tape, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on Facebook Live, on YouTube, and on Twitch. We got a another real good show coming up this coming Tuesday. Look out for the ad for it. It should be a whole lot of fun. I'm bringing in an interesting panel, and well, just check us out on social media. You'll see what's coming. You'll see what's coming.
But y'all ain't got DeeJay Samps on the joint, so you know what I'm saying. We got you on that.
That's right.
Maybe.
Yeah, exactly. I was just Sam was thinking like I was thinking. Sam was thinking like I was thinking.
I'm gonna start popping up and be like, let me in.
Hey Sam, if you go on their show right after our show, you motherfucker, I will tell you one thing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Hey, I'm about to wait a couple weeks. So